So you don't have to change anything. Even while I'm talking, I'm watching that, hey, the depths to which this enquiry has taken us. After that, there is only silence. As long as the mind exists, the world of plurality will remain. When the mind dissolves, then pure Brahman alone remains. Mano matramidam sarvam, mano matramidam sarvam, chinmano jnana matrakam, chinmano jnana matrakam, ajnana brahmamityahur, ajnana brahmamityahur, vijnanam paramam padam, vijnanam paramam padam. This world is the creation of the mind. When the mind is devoid of thoughts of the world, it is pure consciousness. A modification in the mind is the ignorance, and the supreme state of the pure self is the vijnana. Knowledge, there is two words, Gyan and Vigyan. Gyan is relative knowledge. What is relative knowledge? That knowledge which is gained through words. So right now it is not Gyan. Gyan is like taking the pole vault and reaching the heights. But you have to drop the pole. So we use the words from tamas to rajas, rajas to sattva, and we bring our mind and tune it to the highest through the words, and then drop the words also. Meaning what? We drop the identification with the words. We take the arrow, we point. As long as you're pointing nothing, you have to shoot the arrow. But where will the arrow go? Where will the arrow go? To the point where, to that destination where it has been pointed. Now what are the conditions which may not allow it to reach the destination? Not clear about the goal. Correct? First. Second, a shaking hand. A shaking hand. Third, not pointed enough, blunt arrow. It may reach there and it will hit and it will fall. For that, what should be the preparation for the person who is wielding the bow and the arrow? This is a thought from the Upanishads. We did it. We have to be one-pointed. There should be no doubt. There should be total faith, 100% conviction that it will reach its goal. Because the rule is not what you see is what you believe. The rule is what you believe, that you will see. Maharana Pratap, we are going there. Maharana Pratap was a great king in Rajasthan. He could hear and he could shoot the arrow there at that particular point. Similarly, our Dasharath Maharaj, Ram's father, he heard the sound of someone drinking water from the lake, and it's called Shabda Bedhiban. By listening, he can't see who it is, where he is. No, he just heard and he aimed and he shot, and he thought it was an animal, but it was a boy. And because of that, he died a painful death, remembering Lord Ram. So it is not that what you see only then you can aim. No. So Vijnanam is what? Vijnanam is, so we use the Gyan, the knowledge, which is the words. We use those words which point us to our destination, the goal. What is the destination, the goal? The self, the consciousness. Which consciousness? Initially, this one. With the understanding that this consciousness that I am, which is expressing through this body, through this mind, it's the same consciousness which is the material, actually can't even say the material. It is the only one thing that there is. There's nothing else other than it. This is the goal. And you take that thought, and once you have, okay, so what is the consequence of this? I am Brahman. This is the statement now. I am Brahman. And you stop. Now the arrow is moving in its direction. It will reveal. It will, when it reaches the destination, automatically, whatever, there is no happening after that, but what happens after the person reaches the heights of with the pole vault? After that, there is only falling. Isn't it? That is surrender. Till the effort was up till you reach the top. But after that, when you drop the support, there is only falling. That falling with understanding, with preparation, with alertness, with knowing that this is the height that I have to cross. What is the height for us? Our height is this thought that I am not this body is the first height. Because he must have also practiced slowly, he must have raised the bar for himself. Straight away he didn't go up. So our first bar is I am not the body. Second bar is I am not the world. Third bar is the individuality, and the totality is I am the substratum. You write it down. What are your different bars? And keep raising yourself till you reach that point where I alone am. That's it. And take the jump. Jumping means stop. Stopping means you have come to that point where you don't want to even think anymore. You have come between those two thoughts. I am Brahman, I am Brahman. Ting, you are in the middle. No more sequence of thoughts is created. I think I am Brahman means this. No, gone. You're back into the delusion. Words cannot reach it. Mind cannot reach it. Words are in the mind. And we have to go beyond the mind. So, mano matramidam sarvam chin mano jnana matrakam ajnana brahma mityahuhu vijnanam paramam padam. The appearance of names and forms is projected by the mind on the pure existence. The mind is the indecisive state of the thoughts. Helped by the owner of these uncertain thoughts, the ego, the appearance is considered to be the truth. So, the color red, which was as if coming through the crystal, or the crystal was seen as the red crystal, that is taken to be the truth. But really speaking, the crystal is absolutely pure. So if this crystal, the I, the consciousness is ever pure, then what is the color that is coming onto this crystal called I?
The world.
That this world is real, that I am a son, that I am this body, that I am this, I am the one who cannot live without the five senses, without the mind. I have these likes, I have these dislikes, I am a seeker, I am a sannyasi, I am all the definitions that you can give. All these are the colors.